Welcome back. This is episode number 4. We have picked up a quest from Aveline, so now we're going to head down to Lowtown. And oh, there's a list of quests there. I like that. And it seems like 2 branches of the main quest take place here. One will be given to us by Varric, and one by Uncle Gamlin, I suppose, or Mother maybe.
A Ferelden in the guard. What will they think of next?
You have a problem with that?
Me? My family's not native either. I'm just surprised. A lot of old prejudice in the guard.
I'll give them plenty of reason to change their minds.
You know, it's possible they're just scared shitless of you. That's my theory, anyway.
Alright. Who's Lady Elegant?
My. If it isn't Hawke. Good to see you again, Elegant. Lady Elegant, if you don't mind. I'm a married woman now. Last time we met, you were still in Athenral's employ. Things have been going well since then?
I like how you kind of know people here. I keep thinking like, oh, I know them in Ferelden, but I've been here a year now. Obviously, I would have met a few contacts.
Could be better. Could be worse. I often feel the same way. You may recall I sometimes provided potions for Athenral. I'd be willing to extend you the same courtesy if you like. All I ask is you inform me of any interesting reagents you find. In exchange, I'll approach my contacts on your behalf. And of course you'll need the appropriate recipes, such as this one. Free, for old time's sake.
Thank you. So this is the same system as runecrafting, I believe, except finding herbs and... Yep. Elfroot, spindleweed, embrium, and ambrosia. Ambrosia is rare. Must be a hard location to get. Yep. Alright. The Elfroot potion, which is a healing potion, right? Is that the same one we have now? No, this is called health potion. They are slightly different, apparently. Let's talk to... Ah, Elven Mentor. I bet he'll like this wine I have.
I believe you lost this somewhere.
Maseranis. This is a rare gesture.
Bet I could help. Is there a first person mode? No, there's not. You gotta be in third person. Okay. Well, I see. Who's that? Doesn't say. This is the potion crafter, or is this somebody else? This is somebody else.
I have only the finest Antivan merchandise.
Ah, do you now? Lowtown. Not gonna read about that. Because... kind of obvious what Lowtown is. For the common people. Taylor.
You won't find better prices.
Hard to click on their merchandise things sometimes. He does have a decent staff. Apostate robes. Why would anyone wear those? Like, hey, I'm an apostate, come arrest me. I guess they could be like, I'm not a mage, it's ironic. Like if you were like a rebellious teenager or something, trying to act cool. Seems like this guy is mostly a mage person. This is called what? Apparel. I guess tailor is like cloth robes, that makes sense. I think rogues wear light armor. I don't know if we can't wear other types of armor because of strength requirements, like in Dragon Age, or if it's actually like hard restricted this time. What is over here that I'm missing? Oh, there's his merchandise. He has some nice weapons. Actually, buy that dagger, but I want to save my money for now. The other trouble with buying armor and all like this is that you normally get better ones from drops shortly afterward. All junk. That's convenient. But there's not really much of a point to it.
Gather round, all. I bring you a priceless treasure.
Do you? Decent dagger, plus 29 attack. Bonus to disarming traps and lockpicking. A lot better than, that's more than double what we have right now, but it's also very expensive. Yeah. Not be buying any of those. Trinkets. Staves. Belts and all. New surfacer. Oh, he probably wants the Paragon toe.
I think you let this get away from you.
You just stumbled on this? Can't say I'm surprised. Bloody fools.
Alright, well, That got rid of those quests then. Where do these places go? Ooh, Ferelden Imports. Oh, the Hangman is the tavern. And that's where Varric makes his home. Let's head to the shop first, though.
Will everyone please just step back? My mother's in labor. The baby's come early. Can anyone help her? I'll send word to the healer, but...
My son's hurt bad. Cart overturned on him in the blasted bone pit.
Everyone in your turn. I promise we have donations coming in. There will be food and medicine for all of you.
It seems like this is more than a store. It's also a place where Fereldans come, help one another. Donation box. Aid Ferelden refugees. I wonder if that actually affects things. Probably. We don't really have a sovereign to donate. I'll donate some later. I assume you can donate it at any time, and I don't know what you get out of that, but I don't want to be surprised. Come on, crate. Alright, so what's going on here?
If you're seeking aid, leave your name with my girl. We serve everyone here. No one came from Ferelden without trouble. But I can't give priority to anyone who's already found work and lodging. Is there a way I can assist these people? If you've coin to spare, we won't turn it down. Donations go in the box up front. Anything else? I just want to see your wares. Look around. We don't often get customers with actual coin to spend.
Alright, so a couple weapons. Wonder if buying things here also helps. Like, do a portion of the proceeds go to charity? Here's boots. Health potion. Wow. 32 silver for a health potion. And it only sells for a tenth as much? Seems weird. Definitely will be trying to ration these out then. Design Rune of Frost. I don't know if I want that or not, because I don't know if... Is it worth buying the lower runes? Like, do you need them to make the better runes, or should I just wait and buy the recipes for the better runes? Can't really say. But that's the okay. The shop itself. Alright, I'm sure we'll be back here at some point. Help our fellow refugees. But for now, let's head down to the... What barrel?
Gather round all, I bring you a priceless treasure. From the highest heights of Mount Davarus it's travelled. A pouch of Andraste's ashes. Verified by the scholar Genitivi. These ashes cure any ailment and provides virility in more intimate matters. Do I have a volunteer?
I'll try.
Just a small pinch, Sirrah. There you go.
Scam.
My cough. It's gone.
Cured by the Maker himself.
Oh, it's a plant.
That's enough. Clear out, you charlatans.
Yeah. I wonder if that swindling actually happens if you don't save the urn in the first game. Or don't tell anybody that you found it. And kill Janet TV. I hope not. I hope like that decision actually affects that quest. It would not surprise me at all if it did.
Every coin those swindlers nab goes straight to the carter's coffers. They must be stopped.
Have faith,
Carta,
and
is that
the Maker will return.
the same Carta as the one that was in Orzammar? Probably. A lot of criminal organizations here, it seems. That is not our quest log. This is our quest log. Miracle Makers. Eliminate the Carta swindlers operating in Lowtown. Wonder if that's like a nighttime thing.
Free drinks for the guards, but accept and you wake up in the alley. You show admirable restraint, Bethany.
For a mage, you mean?
I could also say for a hawk, but yes, for a mage.
You have a sword. Why aren't you killing someone right now?
Fair point, but I can put my sword down.
Believe me, I have tried.
I like the Chanter's robes in this
Make
game.
her turn his gaze on you, child.
They look
Good day
comfy.
to you, my child.
So hopefully it's not an actual body. I think it's too big anyway. Yeah.
Between my legs, Mother, but you're welcome to that if you wish.
I wouldn't want to walk under that in case it falls. Warriors can stagger enemies, reduces their attack and defense, and sets them up for a cross-cast combo.
Figured out there was no blight.
And that's a fact, is it?
Think about it. Why would it start in Ferelden? A dirty backwater full of docks and the occasional sheep. It took decades for the other blights to run their courses. This one? Less than 2 years, don't you see? It never happened. It was all a Ferelden ploy.
Yeah, all of Ferelden is in conspiracy. There's people who think that global warming is a conspiracy, and every nation on Earth is just in cahoots.
Simpler. Like everything.
There was, I mean, there was obviously an archdemon. Lots of people saw it. Alright, so there's a party thing. Who are you, patron?
I've seen you around Lowtown, haven't I?
Order a drink. Ordering drinks is always dangerous in video games. Well, and in real life for that matter, if you have too many. But especially in video games, they're always like poisoned or drugged or...
So,
up to the
welcome
bartender.
to the Hanged Man.
What's the word on the street?
You hear about the Isle of Redcliffe? Some say Andraste herself reached down and cured him so he could unite the land.
Something kind of like that.
Any other news?
There's an expedition heading to the deep roads, and every sword and his dog wants in on it.
Any other news?
People say Meredith's the real power in Kirkwall, not the Viscount. Even Dumar answers to her.
Who is Dumar? Captain of the Guard, maybe?
Any other news?
I hear rumors of a healer in Darktown who's looking after the sick. For free. Imagine that.
One more.
Any other news?
Apparently, the Kunari are just waiting for a ship to take them back to Parvolin. Hope it comes soon.
Also, I noticed it said too that the ship crashed, stranding a few hundred Kunari here. Hopefully they meant ships, like a whole fleet crashed during the storm, because if it was just one ship, that would have to be a massive ship to hold a few hundred Kunari. Seems like a lot.
Thanks. I should go.
Anytime.
You've been nursing that empty mug for hours. Get another drink or get out.
Be off with you. I'll do what I please.
I feel like there's also like 2 islands to the north owned by Kunari. There's Parvolin, and isn't there something with an S too? I can't remember what it's called. But I feel like maybe one is their homeland that they started from, the other one is the archipelago they were granted as part of the treaty. Or the patron.
I hear Meredith makes blankets from the hair of dead mages to keep her warm in the winter.
He does what now? A little hard to understand. Alright, I'll order a drink and see what happens. Wonder if it costs real money. Yep, 3 copper, that's not too bad. Give you like a buff or a debuff or anything? Doesn't seem to. Also, can you redo your quick bars? You can, sweet. We'll mess with that later though.
Do you ever feel like you're part of a story that someone's telling? Maker, I wish whoever was telling the story...
Your family used to be noble, right?
By some definition of the term.
Do you ever wonder what your life would have been like if you were still nobles?
Sunshine, nobility is just an expensive lifestyle. I've already got one of those.
Nobles have power too, and responsibilities.
Estates, servants, investments, mercenaries, assassins. We've still got all those things. It's sunnier here, and nobody calls me my lord. I think I can live with that.
Alright, so I guess that's about everything to do. Oh, who's Nora?
You heard about that Deep Roads expedition? They say anyone who goes down there is going to be rich. You
Heard a word or
don't
two?
have any drinks served down there, do you?
My mother used to say that there are a lot more mages now than when she was a child. I think it's the lyrium in the water.
That's cute. don't know if that's true or not, though. Not the delirium part, the more mages now. One of the rooms. Well, this might actually be Varric's room, if he's not in the party. So there's another room over here. Champion of Kirkwall, Chapter 1. Didn't we already read that? I guess not. Interesting to read, but I'm not going to actually read it as part of the Let's Play. All of the codex entries you can always read on the wiki. And I keep wanting to do like bonus episodes where I read through all the codex entries, but I've yet to do one. If I do, it probably won't be an episode. It'll probably just be like a Aravel reads codex entries of various games. Which might not be a bad idea, actually. I'll have to think about that.
What are you looking at? Are you one of them?
Junk. I don't know if I like the idea of having junk items or not. So this door is not an operable door either. Seems to be a mechanic they use a lot in this game. Instead of just making an unpickable lock, they make a door that's not really a door until you come back at the right time. Alright, so let's talk to Varric then.
Slow day.
Oh, wait a minute. Not yet.
You've been drinking?
No.
Mark of Kirkwall.
Maybe. Yes. Face it, you don't pay me. Have to stay sober at work.
Must be quite a job. Alright. Varric, what's this work you have for me?
So, here's the thing. We need to find a way into the deep roads. Bartrand can lead us to the right place once we're down there, but we need a good entrance.
Any entrance would do, wouldn't it? Well, unless a dragon's sitting in it, I suppose.
We need an entrance that's close to our destination, but isn't already plundered or filled with darkspawn. Fortunately, I've received some new information. There's a Grey Warden in the city. If anyone knows how to get down there, it'll be him.
Well, Grey Warden.
Why would a Grey Warden know that?
The Wardens don't just fight darkspawn. They forge into the deep roads all the time. And if he doesn't know, he might be able to point us to those who do.
Oh, alright. I think I remember who the Grey Warden is.
Are there any other options?
None at the moment. Bartrand had an entrance lined up, but it was a bust. I'll keep looking, but if we don't find something, we'll have a fancy expedition with nowhere to go.
Not to say, I think they would have taken care of this earlier, but I guess they did have an entrance, and it was just a false bit of information that he was given. I don't mess with the Warden.
Sounds like you have it all planned out, Varric.
And that, Messer, is why I'm here. Supposedly, this Grey Warden came in with some other Ferelden refugees not long ago. A Lowtown woman named Lorene has been helping the Fereldens. We talked to her. Maybe we learn where he is. I'll keep after my contacts, see if I can drum up any other work.
Alright, so we have us a lead. And Varric is happy with whatever decisions we made at that point. Alright, let's head outside now. And we'll talk to that woman and also maybe make our way to our uncle's house.
So,
A lot of character in this place, I like that. Yeah. The Twins is the local name for the two Great Tevinter statues that flank the entrance to Kirkwall's harbor. They are not merely for show, a massive chain net. I think it said can be stretched between them to prevent enemy ships from getting in. I seem to remember that, and I remember thinking it's a really cool idea. Keep enemies out of the harbor. Alright, so we have a couple quest markers over here by the looks of it. There's the alienage. We've been this way. Oh, Lorene is the one we talked to before.
Do you do anything?
Am I the next stop in your career evaluations? Joy of joys.
You watch and you talk. Is that it?
You are dismissing hallmarks of both the utterly ineffectual and the incredibly dangerous.
I don't know what you mean.
It means coins flow when I talk and when I shut up. Like if you got paid to guard or unguard.
That makes no sense.
Good.
Sounds like good work if you can get it. Okay, let's see. Irene knows who this Grey Warden from Ferelden is.
You again. What do you want?
I hear you know where I can find a Ferelden Grey Warden.
Only Ferelden Grey Warden I've heard of is sitting on the throne. We're out of the Blight's path now. Why would you need a warden?
The healer was one of them once, wasn't he? A warden?
Well, he's not now, and busy enough without answering fool questions about it.
Okay, so you have... Or are these different icons? Huh. Like, that's not one of those clever masks, that's like a diamond, like a persuade thing. Are olive branches also a type of persuasion then? Might have to pay closer attention later on.
Then I'll only ask very smart questions.
I do not joke, Sirrah. You see what our people face in Kirkwall. They have no jobs, no homes. Most can barely buy bread. This healer, he serves them without thought for coin. He's closed their wounds, delivered their children.
And yet he needs to hide.
He's a good man. I won't lose him to the blighted Templars.
You mean he's a mage?
Would I stick my neck out for some purveyor of hensbane and leeches?
We would never turn someone over to the Templars, mistress. Never.
He doesn't want to be locked in the gallows just for using the gifts the Maker gave him.
Alright, so this is like Paragon, Renegade, and Witty, so to speak. So it seems like those are persuade options. I wonder if they use different stats maybe? Like maybe the olive branch uses like willpower and the diamond one uses cunning. Might have to look that up. Or at least look it up in the tooltips, because I'm not really sure.
I can hardly blame him.
I suppose it isn't my secret to keep. Anders has certainly been free enough with his services. Refugees in Darktown know to find the healer, look for the lit lantern. If you have need enough, Anders will be within.
And now we have a name.
Kids to feed. Where do I find work?
So of course, if you guys have watched my Dragon Age Origins Awakening Let's Play, you know who Anders is. One of the companions in that game, a mage who becomes a Grey Warden in your employ. And an apostate, although...
Hey, we heard you in there, asking about the healer. We know what happens to mages in this town, and it ain't gonna happen to him.
Oh, these guys are trying to defend him. Hopefully I can talk them out of it then. I do have persuasion. You can ask Bethany to try. These are both the olive branch ones. I wish I knew what these symbols meant. I should have looked it up before I left. I'm gonna go with this one.
I'm as Ferelden as you. I won't harm your healer.
Ferelden? But your clothes. I figured you for a Kirkwaller, sorry. Maker bless the rule of our King Alistair.
Yeah, the game definitely seems to... Well, I guess he is the blood heir to the throne. So as long as they don't specifically mention Enora like not being in power, I'm okay with everybody like fawning over Alistair as the king, because he is the king and he is the one on the throne, even if she's the real power behind it. All right, so yeah, before I do anything else, journal, I guess. Data quest, codex. All right, creatures, places, lore, art of war. Trying to look for world map. I might just have to look it up on the wiki. It'll probably be easier that way. All right, let's keep going for now then. Yeah, seems like the other side quests are just like fillers. This uncle, what's his name's house? Where is that it? The old city slums. Oh, here's the swindler.
Not a step closer.
Is that part of the quest?
No refunds on the ashes, friend.
Yeah, this is
if
for
the
the
Maker
ashes.
doesn't favor you, that's between you and him, isn't it?
Be careful!
All right. Pause the game for a second while I throw down one of these miasma things. I want that ability I had in the opener where I can just like charge them all down. Backstab. Or explosive strike, that's different.
You are not
Number one is backstab. Should probably try to get behind him, but I guess you have to use... Alright.
Maker take you!
Miasma Class. Still getting a hang of this combat thing. Like, I guess you have to get behind him and then hit E to attack. Like, how do I make sure I'm backstabbing? Obviously, there's the #1 ability called backstab. I want to do maybe 3 in AoE and 2. What is 2? Oh, that's the combo chain. All right. Let's make 5. Or even V. V would be good for. Yeah, let's make it V. Sorry, I'm trying to think of which of these will be the most intuitive for my fingers. Ooh, Stalker's Boar Hides. I assume the loot here is random, or at least semi-random. Oh, that is a lot better than what I have, and I have just enough dexterity and cunning for it. My lucky day. Hopefully it looks cool. It doesn't. It's the same stupid design, just different coloring. Gah! I like this armor so much better. Okay. Well, we'll go with this for now, because it has such high rate. It might be relative to your level too, is what the stars mean. So as you level up higher, it goes down. That's probably what it is. Yeah, because no matter what I have on, readings comparatively don't change. Okay. Well, I was hopeful it would look better than this, but we'll go with it. Anything up here? Nope.
So, what do you do, Avalee?
You know I'm a god. Why are you asking?
I mean in your off-duty hours, for fun. You've heard of it, I hope.
These are my off-duty hours.
And the trend of you scaring the piss out of me continues.
Alright, I am missing something here. Where on the map there's a alcove, and yet I don't actually... Am I running right by it? Is there a door in this wall? There is, but... Is it open? No, see, I'm not actually... It's like this wall shouldn't be here, but it is. Maybe the map's just not drawn correctly. Maybe there should be like a line here and not a line at the top of the stairs. That's it. Alright. Well, whatever Bioware intern made this map, he messed up your line work. Home sweet home, I guess.
Hard to believe they left me nothing.
Well, Mother was pretty steamed when you ran off with your Ferelden apostate.
I'm still their daughter, their eldest.
Oh, so her husband was a mage as well. That explains where Bethany gets it from, or where you get it from if you play a mage. I guess magic is hereditary. It would make sense, because indications suggest that it's genetic. But, you know, obviously genes are complicated, and just because you are a mage doesn't mean your children will be, and vice versa. Alright, so... Rating desk. That would also explain why Aravel was a mage, since he's part of the ML family. Well, no, because he's part of the mother's family then. I don't know. Also, I looked it up. It is a second cousin. Is the relationship between Hawke and the Magi origin character, if they're a male. And so I think it's your mother has a cousin. So it would be your grandmother, or grandfather's brother or sister. That's what a second cousin is. All right, bait and switch. Hawke, you might be interested in something that's come up. Contact of mine, a fellow by the name of Anso, is asking around for someone competent regarding a job, and I suggested you. He's always paid well, so if I were you, I'd check into it before someone else snaps it up. He said he'll be in the Lowtown Bazaar at night. Enril. We will accept that. Hawke, your year's up and you're free to go. Despite what you think, we had a good thing working together. I might pass along an opportunity or two, if you're willing to get your hands dirty. Stay safe. Enril. Alright. Got some new quest storage. Party storage, yay! Isn't there supposed to be like armor in here? Inventory's not full yet. I thought there was like all those DLC items, which I probably won't end up using because I hate using DLC items. They make the game... They mess up the balancing of the game. Oh, here it is. Special deliveries. Alright. Tomes allow Hawke to instantly learn abilities or improve attributes. They are used as soon as you acquire them. Alright, I guess I'll have to use the tomes then, which isn't, that's not too bad. Far Cliffs of Kirkwall is a tome. I like the title of that too. One of those ones that sticks with you, like High Regard of House Stace. I remembered after all these years, and same thing with the Far Cliffs of Kirkwall. Valorion's Lament is a tome, and Of Things Not Lost. With Blood Dragon armor and a longsword called Fade Shear. Oh, improves with level up. Okay, that's not too bad then. These ones don't, it looks like. Alright, take all. And I got some XP for that. Sweet. And 5 gold. See, I feel like I deserve that because I don't know what I did to actually get those things, but whatever, it's not game breaking. Alright, I want some cunning for sure, so I can get that second tier of lockpicking. So I want at least 40 cunning, and maybe I'll put the rest in dexterity, because it seems like armor is based on, I think, high dexterity and slightly less high cunning. Good way to incentivize characters to play with both of their stats. I did start looking up some, like, smuggler builds, just very glancingly. But I think I'll probably just kind of do it on my own and not try to make the best rogue ever. I really just want to play the game and see what happens. Lacerate. When this move is active, any attack from the rogue's deadly blades offer a chance to inflict bleeding wounds. It cause additional damage for a short time. That could be good. But at the same time, I only have so many points to spend, and there are a lot of abilities in this game. I don't want the archery ones. What is Scoundrel? More potent attacks when engaging distracted opponents. Any target not actively engaging the rogue suffers increased damage. Plus 20%. That seems pretty good. Might get that one. The rogue is more concerned with victory than ensuing a fair fight against any stunned enemy. The rogue now inflicts automatic critical hits. That's really nice, although I don't know how easy it is to stun an opponent. Or if we can do it, or if we require our allies to. Some of these points I have to put in our specializations as well. Back to back. Dealt and moves to a targeted ally's side, appearing an instant later ready to render aid. That doesn't seem that useful. Follow through. Regains more stamina from basic attacks, and brand. Rogues are collaborators and conspirators by nature, not solo powerhouses. I don't think that's true. I think we're meant to be. Well, I guess maybe not like good at dueling, but we're meant to deal single target damage. Yeah, I probably won't go much into Scoundrel. That seems like it's more of a tactical tree. Away from that ally. That's nice, but I think that'd be better to have for a companion than for me. Code. So basically it's a way to redirect aggro. That's an interesting idea, that a party member can redirect aggro without it actually affecting them. I don't know if you can use Armistice on yourself, though. Either way. So many good talents, and then we have yet to even be able to choose a specialization. You don't have to unlock them in this game. You just get them at level 7 and 14. And you can get 2 of the 3, which kind of sucks. I like the idea of having like one specialization to make it an actual, an actual specialization. Like, I'm not just a rogue, I'm a shadow. Whereas you say, oh, I'm a shadow and also an assassin, and I have a friend, he's an assassin and a duelist. Like, it's not really special at that point. Even in Dragon Age, when it was like 2 of 4, 3 of 6, that was too much in my opinion. 1 of 3 would be just right. Maybe 2 of 5. Anyway, getting off topic. Let's see what these guys do. Rogue rushes it forward. Oh, that's the one I had in the beginning of the game, I believe. That could be useful. Oh, it doesn't inflict damage, though. This makes it longer, and this makes it inflict damage. That's 3 points, though. I don't know if I actually want that after all. Fatiguing Fog is like a debuff. I'd rather put stuff in damage. I want to be kind of a rogue that's jumping all over the place and maybe using stealth, doing it to deal lots of damage. What does Specialist do? Rely on precision, power, and speed to overwhelm their opponents. I didn't realize there was a description for them. Adept at stupefying and undermining their foes. Lots of cool abilities to choose from, but some of them might have to go to my companions and not to me. Yeah, controlling the flow of battle. Archers are obviously archers. Weapon is for weapons. I like the sound of specialist. Subterfuge. Tricky maneuvering and deception to gain the upper hand. So that's okay, that's stealth. I don't know, I have to look up and see if stealth is worthwhile. I hope it is, because I don't want to be stealthy. But, can you get back into stealth in combat? Because if that's the case, ambush would be really good. Evade. That's like a detaunt. Alien's breath. Also an aggro thing. And this just gives them less threat generation. Could be useful. I think I'm going to put a point into specialist for now. Okay, so there are 3 different modes, essentially. Speed, which gives your attacks greater speed. Precision, which gives you a higher attack rate and critical chance. And power, which gives you a stun chance against normal enemies. Huh, I thought it would just do more damage. I guess that's what precision does, essentially. And points required in specialist 3. Oh, it requires to have all 3 of them. But once you're in one mode, you get bonuses from the other 2. That's an interesting strategy. I'll have to look into this and see if the math actually makes it worthwhile. Alright, enough time spent leveling up, I think. I'm going to actually save that level up point. Probably look up some stuff. That's probably what I'm going to do, is I'll look up things to see which are kind of recommended, but I'm still going to do my own build. I'm not just going to copy somebody else's build. Let's talk to Mother, and then I will end this episode.
My children have been in servitude for a year. They should be nobility.
If wishes were poppy, we'd all be dreaming.
You mean this is real? No wonder I can't wake up.
And here I thought that Ferelden you ran off with was a mage, not a jester. Your mother was supposed to marry the Comte de Launcey, and instead she ran off with some Ferelden apostate. You don't get to stay the favorite when you do that.
Where is Father's will? If I could just see for myself.
It's not here, all right? It was read, it went in the vault. No one needed to look at it again.
I know the Amels were nobility, Mother, but not much else. Why don't you ever talk about them?
The Amels have been a noble family in Kirkwall since Garahel drove out the Fourth Blight. But we've always carried magic in our blood. The hero of Ferelden was one of ours, you know.
Aha.
One of my cousin Revka's children. The Circle took them all. It's been a stain on our lineage. No family of good standing would ever marry into a line with magic. When I chose your father, I was bringing more magic into our line, not less. I think that's what hurt my parents the most.
Now, too bad they're not alive to realize the part of their line is now, and a mage is the hero of Ferelden. That would hopefully change their opinion a bit.
Did Grandfather mention Mother in his will at all?
Our father died when you were still in Pinafores, girl. You can hardly expect me to remember.
Sounds like a yes to me.
Okay, actually, I think I actually do like this armor better than the last one. It's the same design, but color is a lot better.
That touched a nerve. What's in there that you don't want us to see?
Nothing. But you won't be seeing the bloody thing. It's still locked up on the estate, and that's long out of my hands.
You didn't take your parents' will.
It was old news. You think I've been sitting here for 25 years waiting for Leandra to slink back?
Who bought the estate, Gamlen? Perhaps I could speak to them. Was it the Reinhardts?
No one you know. Get used to Lowtown, sister. That's where we're going to stay.
Alright, quest updated birthright. Bethany seems unsettled. Talk to her.
So, I hate thinking badly of family. But Did Uncle Gamlin seem a little slippery when he talked about Grandfather's will? If he, say, invested money that was meant to be Mother's, do you think he would tell us?
I want what's ours.
Good. I'm glad we agree. Gamlin told me he gave the estate as payment to some slaver who beat him at dice. Apparently, our ancestral home is now a base for slavers from all over Thedas.
Great.
How could Gamlin let that happen? I think there's a reason Mother didn't talk about him much. Seriously, though, those scum have no right to our family's things. We should break in there. Get the will for Mother. I already talked to both of them about this. Gamlin said they guard the front entrance well. But Mother gave me her old key. She said it should unlock the cellar. Apparently the sewers run right beneath the house.
So she had that key with her for 25 years then? Maybe as a memento. I guess I could kind of buy that. A token of from her previous life. Bit of a stretch, but not totally out of the realm of the plausible. Alright, so we have another quest now. Lots to do. Not sure which one we'll do first, but maybe visit Anders. Cool to see him again. Either way, though, I'm going to end this episode here. So thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in episode 5.